Right, a big shout out to you, and especially you who's gonna watch this video, whatever time you're gonna watch it. The life you and I are going to end up living is only determined by how far your mind can actually conceive yourself to be. Now, so many of us have heard the verse, as a man thinketh, so is he or she. Let me ask you a question today. I'm seated, it's lunchtime. I like having my me time where I get to reflect and think about my life, what I want to achieve, how far I've moved on in terms of progressing. And I just get a little 5-10 minutes just to think in a quiet environment, and that's just what I was doing. But your life is proportionately directly what it is because of how much you've thought about it, acted on what you've thought about, and you are living the sum total result of what your mind has conceived. I grew up in the high density suburbs of Glenora, but my mind always was exposed to going to my friend's house in the suburbs, and that is where I am living now. I grew up wanting to dress well. I couldn't afford it at that time, but it's amazing how your mind can actually make you become the person that you want to be. I always wanted to drive the nice cars. I wanted to have an award-winning business. I wanted to be an award-winning entrepreneur. I wanted to be so much more. And that's exactly what life gives you. I want you to try this. And I can tell you this has worked for me. And it has worked for a lot of people who mentor me. Spend some time alone. As much as you think of yourself as a success, that's exactly what you will become. If you begin to see yourself winning, sooner than later you're going to win. If you're going to see yourself losing, and you actually start speaking like a loser, you're going to lose. But one thing I've seen is certain. The Word of God says faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's not what you have, it's what you hope for. I was sharing with one of my mentees 2 days ago, and I was telling them where I came from, and they didn't believe. But it's so amazing, the things that I envisioned, the things I used to stick up on my wall, the things I would say I want to actually have and accomplish are some of the things that I've actually accomplished in my life. So don't ever look down upon yourself with where you're at. I didn't start where I'm at today. But one thing that I can guarantee you I had, and if you ask all my friends who I grew up with, I always had a mindset of somebody who wasn't where I currently was. I always used to be called, this guy is talking so much faith talk. But look where that faith talk has led me to be today. All the things I wrote down, all the things I ever wanted to achieve and accomplish in my life have all come because just of the power of your mind. There's a post I just posted on Instagram and on this Facebook page as well, to say the only limitation that you have only exists in your mind. So you are a slave to how far your mind can perceive you to be. If you grew up poor, it does not mean that you should die poor. If you grew up without having education, assistance, whatever it is, it doesn't mean you should die like that. My word to you today is, as a man thinks, so is he. Begin to think of yourself as a success. Begin to see your business as a success. Begin to speak it as a success. You'll never hear me murmuring or complaining about the current economic environment, about the political environment, about anything. If you hear me complaining, ask me. I believe, speak forth only what you want to see, because I believe that words are so powerful. Whatever you talk about comes about. If you want success, begin to talk success. If you want to be a millionaire, start talking like a millionaire. If you want to be a billionaire, start acting like one. And sooner than later, so many things will come forth to you, because the law of attraction is real. Whatever you talk about will be presented to you. My mentee was asking me, George, you got so many awards. How did you get that? I don't know about how I got so many, but one thing I tell you is that I always used to talk about it. I always used to write it down. I want to be an award-winning entrepreneur. I even used to tell people that Pro Air is an award-winning company. It's the best company in Zimbabwe. That was when we started in 2012. But if you look where we are today and what we've accomplished, it's nothing short of faith. But remember, the Word of God says it is impossible to please God without faith. So God likes people who have faith. God likes the crazy, crackhead kind of people, where if you tell somebody your dream or your vision, if people don't laugh at you or think you're crazy, then it's not a big enough dream. You know what I want to be. My ringtone says it to those who know me, and sooner than later, I will actually become that. And you will actually begin to see that whatever you think about will definitely come about. You'll have an awesome, amazing day. It's your boy, George Billionaire. Stay true to what you do. Stay positive. Big shout out to none other than Eugene Peters in the building who just came by. What's up, Peters?
Oh, you good?
It's a wrap. Stay true, guys. Enjoy your day. God bless.